Welcome to Athens, Georgia, Sanford Stadium, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where more than 90,000 have already started to bark loudly. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start us off. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stops at the 14. So the Georgia Bulldogs will be in a hole thanks to that short return.
No bicycles.
What they mean?
How cool is that, by the way? That's the name of the rivalry. When it comes up, clean, old-fashioned hate. You think they like each other? Absolutely not. Bragging rights all through the state of Georgia.
Why are you even starting? I got to take you out, dog. I keep forgetting that.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Now with the
Restart.
This drive, here comes
Nah,
2nd and 13.
hell nah. He in. He good. He good.
He'll try it again.
You okay?
For a couple of yards down at the 12.
You all right?
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Quarterback checking off. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it.
We held on to it.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
That's pick number 1.
Well, statistically, this defense is not.
We're going to end up with 5 picks. 5 TDs, 1 pick.
What a great job tracking the ball down, making
it's a rivalry game, so it's going down.
For a big interception early, that should be massive for their confidence.
Power football with the run. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately
get him. Yes, sir.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Rambling Wreck and the Dogs have been fighting it out for a long time. No, people forget Georgia Tech is a charter member of the SEC. That was a long time ago. First meeting back in 1890.
Come on, D-line. I need y'all to get active, bro.
Later in Georgia's
oh, my God. Oh, he dropped it. I was going to say.
In their fight songs about how much they hate them. So that gives you an idea of how deep the hate is.
Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. We're ready to get another look at this.
Ooh, come on, Saquon. Come on, Saquon. We gotta get boys. We gotta get boys acclimated back on this. What we do, man.
I know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
It's a good-looking run. And I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have.
Yep, I knew it. It never fails, bro. It's like they block the wrong fucking person every time.
But it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Dialing up the second down pass play. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but will be a little short of the first down. The Dogs left no doubt about who is king of the Peach State the last time these two met.
Yeah, it was the beatdown. It wasn't close. And listen, Georgia's had a lot of wins in this series. Georgia Tech's going to need to find some confidence, some belief. Something needs to go good early because Georgia has owned the...
There we go. I switched up his throwing motion.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. This Georgia
that sidearm shit was pissing me off.
They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Dog, y'all got to get out the way, man.
Line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Complete to the left. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Offense has it at the 28 on first down.
All right, just hike it because it's going to be a false start.
It's a draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They tried to go with draw. They didn't catch the defense blitzing, so it wasn't a great look anyway. But up front, they just got beat regardless. And that back, David, had nowhere to go.
They had nowhere to go. But those offensive linemen, you got to set and you got to invite
the
defensive linemen up the field and kind of push them by. And you could tell they didn't do that. They didn't create any holes. There was really nowhere for him to go. You got to give him that first little hole, and then maybe he can make a move. So the offensive line needs to do a better job.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Took a shot as he threw. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side.
Good kick, baby.
That'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they're lining up
we'll
to
take
kick it off. After that last drive, put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Ball's on the 16, and they need 6 on second down. He'll try the left side.
Oh,
tackle, and he's got room. Afterburner.
Damn, man.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling.
These rivalry games, dog. Y'all already know what time it is.
Looking to move it through the air.
Just tackle
Puts it
him.
out in the flat.
Good job.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
To throw, it's Kane. He'll pull it down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They'll throw on 3rd and short.
Give me that.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. Line gets set, first down. The give to the left side. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Going up top.
Got him.
Makes the grab. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, dog.
Goodbye, Brett.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. When you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Now, last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
If you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Wants to throw. It's Kane. He's got the tight end. Makes the catch and knocked down. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate.
Snags it on the right. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
About this offense, they've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. They knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
With the catch, it's Chavez.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Oh!
And it's picked off. Got room on the return. Running inside the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bulldogs. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return some offense, go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3.
Music source simultaneously.
Nice.
They'll kick it off and send that defense back out there to try to score.
It's almost playoff time, man. It's almost playoff time.
And he'll bring it back.
I gotta find a way to beat David. We'll be on neutral. We'll be on neutral. Neutral fields for the SEC championship, so that may give me a little boost. But yeah, I gotta beat David, dog. I'm just gonna run the ball. I'm gonna run the hell out the ball. I'm gonna get him. Move some people around. It's gonna work out.
Yes,
Yes, sir. No, sir. No, sir, Georgia Tech.
Yeah, and it it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
No, sir.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the catch. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. The Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Hall. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every yard he could on the punt return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Off-play action on 1st down. Lets it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
My bad. Doing the most.
Down. They move the tight end all over.
Block his ass. Get out of there, Barkley.
To the ground.
Damn, man.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Like no blocking.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. He wants to throw.
Good job.
Tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Damn, man. You getting Brett killed out there.
1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense
got some room headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia.
Good job, Jaworski.
Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slip it through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. It didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this 1st half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, starting to give some other dudes some chances.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. DB's locked up tight on the receiver.
Man, I'm getting held up here.
Some fresh air. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go to the ground. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
To the air, it's King. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one. A 47-yarder from the right hash. Good right down the boulevard. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and they wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got.
They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a 1st down. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a 1st down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
The Bulldogs want to crank their tempo. Wide out in motion. Just when they're looking run, now up top. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Dropping back, it's King. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They made the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Swings it out to the flat. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And the Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive, knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
He's got it again. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tackled.
Lofts one high and deep. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. You want your defenders to be physical in pass coverage, but they can't be overly aggressive. They can't grab and hold. That's an obvious PI play. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the knee. Wants to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. He's looking to throw it. Snagged in the middle, Mitch Cook. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
He'll come out throwing on first down. He'll take a shot. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
Man, it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers. So they can do damage at games like this right here.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The rambling wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive.
And he is
no, he's hurt.
sacked at the 7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Hoping to find one that works this time on second down from the 7. To the air, it's King. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. This is a timing route. The quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The give to the lone running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll return it from around the 50. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the offense on first down. Quarterback checking the play. They'll throw it on first down. Going for it all. And he's got it inside the 20. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That drive not too taxing. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it at halftime too, but I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And you've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Looking to go up top on first down. He lets one fly deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On second down, wants to throw it. He's got his man. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. The receiver was doubled and they picked it off.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, from Athens to Atlanta, there are some edgy folks and emotional fan bases in this always contentious battle between the Dogs and Yellow Jackets. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the Jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the duel between Georgia and Georgia Tech plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Nothing went right in that first half, in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Got his man. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think we can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Going up top on first down. Makes his connection. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays. They know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
He loads it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision, execution on that big play. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Georgia! And the punishment has been extended. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, and you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Got a man. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. They'll put the tight end in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Oh, God.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Yellow Jackets have this offense rolling. They're getting this guy lathered up. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
And this offense has got it all running, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing. How they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Now on 1st down from the 30. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the 1st down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. Brings up 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Back to pass, it's King. He's got it and still on his feet. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Number 29 in the end zone. Ready to try the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He got a bunch and was close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single back.
Dog, why we can't fucking...
For a yard out to the 33.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. When they put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On second down, just keeps firing. He makes the connection.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll give it to the back. Shakes off the tackle. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good game. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll get rid of it. Got his man.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. The incompletion on 1st down. Now they face a 2nd and 10 from the 31. Running back searching for a hole. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. They'll keep it on the ground. Strong belief in this running game as he powers his way ahead and picks up 8. It's 4th and 1. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. The give and the run on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker and they'll turn it over on downs. Hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. To the air on 1st down. Steps away to find some room. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
2nd down coming up. Looking for a man. It's King. Dances away from the heat. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wide receiver shows motion. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He'll start this drive firing. Makes the grab.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Leaves him with the back. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to get the first through the air. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down and run. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
And this is why offenses are so hard to stop. When you have such great playmakers at the quarterback spot, third down, if people are covered, what can you do?
Damn.
Scramble, and now set this offense up with a first and goal.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one. I don't know about that play call, man. Your quarterback's already thrown 3 TDs in this game, Pollock. Let him cook down here.
Yeah, I mean, trying to show some balance, but he has had a great day. I trust him. This is a good situation. I'm going to put the ball in his hands, and I'm going to let him throw.
Touchdown, Dogs! And the pummeling has started. Things getting tough for the Jackets as the hairy Dogs putting the fight into this one.
Georgia owning the Jackets, and they've owned this series, this rivalry, the hatred between the two. Right now, it's looking like that Governor's Cup going straight to the Dogs.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes with return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Georgia Tech offense. The field. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Looking downfield, it's Kane. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. The give to the tailback. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the right. Really nice stop there for this senior leader. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Soften him up with a run. Now to throw. Moving away from pressure. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. The offense uses the timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
At the just destroying his way through the field. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs. Salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing we can do to stop it.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. And in a solid game here, the defense bottles him up. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They'll try to get it through the air. Got enough space. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the sealing touchdown.
And some people might say they should have taken a knee, run the clock out. This offense believes, I'm going to run the football. It's your job to stop it. And they add a rushing touchdown and another 6 to the scoreboard.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course. And when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did. We saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Bruce Davis saying so.